This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Northwestern as the kickoff team on the field as we're about ready to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Michigan's offense will take the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Got it behind the line. It's Morris. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morris. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Caught behind the line. It's Morris. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You've got an opportunity right now. You've got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody...
Ball in the air, intercepted! Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Northwestern wants to go quickly. He'll try it again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gordon. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, Let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Trying to find his man on first down. He'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll try the run. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on third down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, and go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. It's a draw. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Warren. Had to throw it before he wanted. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. fires to the wideout. It's complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Off play action on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He got it. And after the 3-spot guys were all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards.
Running toward the tape. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better, sir.
I don't know if I can quote the great Reese Davis. That was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
Northwestern right back to the line. They'll run play action. Looking for a huge play. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
Jet sweep to the receiver. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Defenses have got to play with great eye discipline, especially when you're facing teams that will run the jet sweep. You've got to be able to locate the football extremely quickly, and defense did not do a good job of it that time.
On first and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. They'll try to get it in with the run. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Third and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Northwestern.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here come those maize and blue-winged helmets on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Here comes the offense on second down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Looking for the edge on the jet sweep. Still running at the 40. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Love the play call offensively, attacking this defense in a lot of different ways. That time they used the jet sweep. They used the speed of the wide receiver to generate yet another first down.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Klein. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now on the option. Now the toss. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Warren. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive, just try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Northwestern wants to go quickly. Trying to move them on the counter. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Gordon. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man down the middle.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
2nd and short now after that completion. Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Wildcats are marching down the field. He's going to pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
All right, it's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Leaves it with the back. Pick up for 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Jet sweep to the edge. At the 45 on his way. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
I love jet sweeps because it puts so much pressure on defenses with their eye discipline. It's really hard for these linebackers and DBs and defensive ends to locate a really fast receiver, cutting across the formation so quickly, getting the handoff, and you see that time he's able to use the speed to go get the first.
Wide receiver now comes in motion, trying to beat them to the edge with the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting the jet sweep, but they were ready for that play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Warren. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with the score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David. If they had to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays, you're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they're still short of the 1st down. Northwestern right back to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab behind the line. It's Porter. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you want.
Catch in the middle, it's Gordon. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Gets it out fast. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knocked him down for a loss.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackle.
And the D denied them on second and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I could go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Oh, he dropped it! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
First down for this offense. A hand to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Northwestern wants to go quickly. The play action fake. Makes the grab. It's Gordon. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Motion from the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He's got his man. Tackled immediately after the catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Northwestern 20, Michigan 10.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Warren. Turns it loose. He makes the catch. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Wolverines are on the move. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and be confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's got it. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, I'll tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop, go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Looking to throw, it's Warren. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. From the gun. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Wildcats will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. He'll keep it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see where he keeps the football. You got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Northwestern right back to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Running it back, it's Morgan. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They go to the ground. Spins away from the defense. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Morgan. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
It'll be a draw. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Fast motion from the offense. Headed for the corner on the jet sweep. Nifty little dance step. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I love when you run this play because he forces the defense to react. Do you want to spin a safety down? Somebody better keep contained. Very hard to defend the jet sweep. It's a very good play, especially when you got somebody with speed taking that handoff.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's now second and goal.
Second and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they covered 42 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And when you run the counter play, you're really hoping to bust that thing inside. You want to fake one direction, pull a guy, kick him out. But you can tell, great job by the defense making that thing low. Go a little bit outside. Now, guess what? All the Cowboys coming. Everybody can run to the football. Everybody gets into play. Nice job by the defense.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
To throw, it's Warren. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
It's now third down.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab outside. It's Morgan. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Defense.
There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Loveland. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerhardt or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6th to finish it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll throw it on first down, using the quick game. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Northwestern wants to go quickly. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. You try to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Feeling some heat. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the ground with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Wide receiver shows motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offense stars those plays where they want to get their playmakers the ball, and the defense understands it as well. I got to know when that guy comes in motion, he's a legit threat. They did, and you could tell they pulled the trigger and went and made a nice play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it on the counter. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to throw, it's Warren. Looking for the score. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Michigan 21, Northwestern 20.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Oh, look out, there he goes! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting him drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Northwestern right back to the line. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. First down, Northwestern.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Brings up 3rd down.
Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The running back has it. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the runs.
And I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands, let him do his thing.
The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Going up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Gordon.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll line up for a second down play. The aerial assault continues. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Quick strike complete. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking to throw on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Wildcats!
Number 17. Hauls it in the end zone.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Snapped it in the shotgun. He's got it, so they convert the 2 and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions.
Michigan, 44. Northwestern, 28.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll try to pop the draw. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Warren. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do now. Jesse, this offense has to put a drive again.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? He's going to pass. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He needed to just be a little bit...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. He's looking to throw. The quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. In the red area, it's Porter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, they decide to stay aggressive. 4th and long in field goal range. They decide not to kick the field goal instead, put the trust in their quarterback and targets, and they come up with a big play, setting up 1st and goal.
Northwestern will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2. They're trying to slam it in. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Line is set on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Warren. Tight end finds a soft spot. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Trying to pound it in. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
There's a sense of urgency happening right now on defense. Backed up close to their end zone on that 3rd down. They stop the run. They stuff it. Now setting up 4th.
They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the pummeling has started. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Stands in and takes the hit. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll give it to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Might as well stick with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses one. Brings up 3rd down. Tonight's final score, Michigan